You know, we've had 15 years to prepare for this, and we didn't prepare a thing. Well, maybe that. That was done in the year 2000, so it's chopped to hell. You know, unlike my brothers Tony and Paul, I've inherited my father's extreme good looks. I'm afraid it's terminal. I'd like to acknowledge my aunts Bella, Cisa, Margie, my mother, Bev, my brothers and sisters, Paul, Tony, Donna, Tarina. We have looked after Dad for a long, long time, but he looked after us. He was the eldest son in his family. His father was a very public figure, and Dad was a very private figure. But he was proud to be Samoan, and he instilled that into us no matter what was happening in the community. During the dawn raids, which infuriated me so much, I wanted to wear my afro comb in my hair, or walk down Queen Street and get arrested. But my father cautioned me not to do that. But I wanted to do it. So despite the racism of the time, which didn't really occur in this country, but in Fiji, of all places, he was proud, and he taught us to be proud. He had no regrets. Well, he had one regret. Dad, you had a regret about us three boys playing rugby in plastic rugby boots. Dad, we never liked rugby. But as you can see, I'm wearing a All Blacks suit. So I'm sure you'll be pleased for that. I don't know if Manu Samoa has a suit, but I would have worn that too. He was an early Samoan pioneer in New Zealand, although he came out to the rivers who were here before us. He was perfectionist, and he wanted the best for his kids. He loved and was very proud of his grandchildren, Reuben, Elise, Hannah, James, Christopher, and Michael. Mum, you've lost a soulmate and a life partner with the cruel disintegration of a personality that is Alzheimer's. Tarina, my youngest sister, I want to thank you for being Dad's eyes and ears in his final years at home. You know, in a cruel, cruel way, he loved working. Paul, by the way, he loved working. That boy. So I'd like to acknowledge the New Zealand Post Office technicians that are here. He loved his job. I didn't know what he was going on about half the time. He tried to teach me how to fix a car, but it was lost on me, I'm afraid. I'd like to acknowledge John Tenwalder, who's here today. John, you were Dad's mate. You went golfing together. You were neighbours. And he loved you. So thank you for coming. And also to the Cooper family. We were all from the same area. Robert Wakefield, I was so surprised to see you. Taka Vandervoorn, you were here too. Gosh, Manurewa was a different place in those days. You know, Dad had some choice sayings. You heard one of them. If a job is worth doing, it's worth doing properly. You know, but I would say it's worth doing half pie. So I got to tell you, when I was younger, I had a dispute and I decided to run away with a blanket and a pillow, of course. And I ran away, and then the neighbours got sick of me and told me to go home. So I thought that I would sleep under the clothesline with the pillow and the blanket. And Dad, who knew that I was running away, came out and said, "Get off my property." And he had some really weird sayings. One of them, sorry for the Māori here, for Māori programs at TVNZ. As they say in France, haere mai. Well, he thought it was really funny, but it was kind of lost on us. When we'd arrive at a destination in the car, he'd say, "Fall out the rubbish," meaning us kids. And, at the end, he would say things, variations of things like, "The most precious thing you have is your health." And then later it became, "The most precious thing you have is time." And Dad, your time has come. It came slowly. Dad, rest in peace. So, that's it from me.